Yes, a bit of cooking today, my friends. My two hobbies in life are drinking and cooking. No, cooking. Yes, cooking food. Sorry, I couldn't resist it. Right. I buzzed off back to Batley because Mrs. M's been missing me dreadfully. And she's getting a bit malnourished because I do all the cooking in the house. She used to do it when the kids were kids and I was working. And since I've retired, I do all the cooking. Now, Mrs. M says, enough, I've done enough, that's it, it's your turn. And I'm happy about that. I like it because it involves VINO COLLAPSO. Nearly all my dishes involve VINO COLLAPSO. First thing to tell you, I'm running out of wristbands. So I've ordered some more. I've got another batch. There we go, another 100. I really thought those other ones would last me forever. I'm down to about the last 20, so I've got a new batch, so fear not. As I do more videos around Whitby, not today, but as I do them around Whitby, I'll be leaving a YouTube wristband. So thanks for watching. I think, as I've sort of told you before, Simply Whitby TV's just about different things. It's not necessarily all about Whitby, it's just a bit of a vlog really, isn't it? But I do like filming around Whitby. I'll be back there on Tuesday morning. I'll have the camera out. We'll be rocking and rolling again. In the meantime, I'm going to cook a marinara sauce, which I like very much. Here are the ingredients. Tin of plum tomatoes. Note, plum, not chopped. These are plum tomatoes. Loads of garlic. I like to add a fresh tomato. I'm going to chop some red onion and get some red onion in there. I'm going to get some red wine in there. It's not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, as I say, I like a bit of VINO COLLAPSO. I use proper olive oil. And we got salt, plenty enough there. We got some pepper, and if you want to make an arrabbiata, an angry sauce, then I suggest you get yourself a few pepper flakes and add them in, and it will be absolutely gorgeous. So I do this, I do it just on its own with pasta, a bit of Parmigiano on top. But I like to add a bit of meat, cook the sauce in, do a bit of a ragu, all of that type of stuff. Works really well. I mix sometimes a bit of minced beef and a bit of minced pork. That seems to work better for me. Sometimes I add a little bit of diced carrot. Sorry, I haven't got a stammer. Diced carrot and a bit of celery, but either way, do as you wish. So I'm going to chop these vegetables up and show you what we're on with. And as I say, I'll be back in Whitby on Tuesday, and I'll be filming plenty of updates. Oh, Mrs. M's here. Oh, she doesn't want to go. Oh, dogs are barking. Dogs are barking. I'm on camera, Mrs. M. If you don't want to be on, you best walk around there.
I'll do that then, because I don't look my best. Sunday morning, you know. Okay,
well, you better, don't forget our friends can't hear you because you haven't got a microphone on. So they probably can hear you if you stand closer to the camera or me, but...
I'd like a cup of coffee then.
Well, I'm going to turn the... look, Mrs. M don't want to be on, so... right, we'll have a break, I'll chop the veggies, and then I'll be back in a minute. Hang on, let's turn it off. Right, Mrs. M, put the kettle on. Right, we're back. Mrs. M's gone there. There's two dogs down here, think they're going to get something to eat, but they're not. And let me show you what I've been up to. There's all my rubbish there. I've been chopping. Can you see that? I don't know. Oh, I hope you can, so I'm going to have to start all again. We got half a chopped red onion, finely diced. We got two very large cloves. If you want to know what size of cloves, they are big, big. I like garlic. Oh, man. Maybe it's not... Oh, I've got two cloves, them size. Get away. Yeah, half a diced red onion, two large cloves of garlic, and one diced fresh tomato. We're all ready to go, cleaned up, we got the rubbish done, and yeah, let's get cracking. Let's get on the stove, so to speak. Right, here we are. Right, let's get the gas going. Okay. Oh, there we go. Get it on a low heat. I've got all... Sorry, I'm bobbing in and out of camera. I've Now those tomatoes were plum tomatoes, but I've crushed them by hand. Yes, I'll get my other ingredients, hang on. Should be better organised, shouldn't I? Anyway, it don't matter. Right, olive oil, plenty of it. Beautiful golden colour. Get it warmed up. Now, I'm just going to get on a reasonably high flame. You see how much oil I've put in? Loads of oil. Just to get it warmed up, but we're not going to brown these onions. That's not what I'm planning to do. What I'm planning to do is just cook them on a nice medium-low heat, and let's just get them soft and nice and soft. Let's let it get warmed up a bit. I think that should be about ready. Got my spatula. Let's get my onions in. Probably not quite hot enough, but it will be in a minute. See, there's not a lot of onions in there. Just starting to fry now. Bit impatient because I'm videoing, and what we want to do is, normally if I wanted to caramelise these or get them down like I did a curry last night, I did a lamb madras last night, absolutely gorgeous. And with that madras, it's all about caramelising the onions, but with this, not so much. We're just softening the onions, really. So yeah, maybe I'll, if these little videos go all right, maybe I'll start doing a few over in Whitby when the weather's bad, or I can't get out on my bike, or can't be bothered having fish and chips or a bacon butty and all of that, you know. See how it goes. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. I think I just wanted to mix it up a little bit, really. That's all I'm trying to do. So I'm going to turn that heat down a little bit, and let's get the garlic in. 2 big fat cloves of garlic. Cloves, not a bulb. Now you don't want to burn the garlic because it goes bitter. So I'm turning the heating right down, and let's get that all sorted out. Oh, dog's cleared off now because there's no food for him. That's all that, I've got 2 pugs, and that's all they're interested in, food, eating. Bit like me, really, isn't it? And a few of them. I'm resisting not glugging a bit of this out the bottle. Oh dear. Now, with it being tomatoes in this dish, I always put a load of salt in, but how's that looking? That's looking all right, actually. Let's just give them a little bit more, second or 2. I hope you can see this all right. I really do, but anyway. It's hard to. I'm using my GoPro, and it's hard. It's hard to use the zoom on GoPro, isn't it? But I'll give it once I've got everything in here. I'll give you a close up. I'll get my other camera on it and give you a close up. Right. I'm just about happy with them. So let's get the tomatoes in. Crushed by hand. These are plum tomatoes, crushed by hand. In she blows. You can see the oil floating around. I'm going to put 1 diced fresh tomato in, and then we're going to get the seasoning going. Let's get plenty of this in. Cracked black pepper. It's rubbish, this. Where's it from? Little out of Taldi or something. I did one the other day, and lid came up and all the peppercorns went all over. My life went in tatters. You know what you're doing here, Simon? I don't know whether you know what you're doing or not. Right, I like plenty of salt. I'm a bit of a salty Sam. So I'm going to put, well, it's not exactly 2 teaspoons, but it's not far off. Mrs. M bought me this, she thought it'd be useful. Yes, it's really, it's really useful. I like it. Right, get the heating turned up, get the flame turned up. Let's get it to the boil, and then we're going to get a splash of red wine in it. It's not a lot, because there's not a lot left in the bottle, so there needs to be a bit left for Simo Moo. Here we go, it's coming on nicely. Just, it's starting to boil through now. Starting, yeah, it's getting a good simmer on. Let's get it going. That's just about ready. A little bit of wine in just to flash it off. Just gives it a bit of depth. You don't want much. Probably a bit much, but... And that's it, mate. So I'm going to cook that down. I'm going to put a lid on it. And I'm going to just make sure it's cooking away nicely. And then we'll... Yeah, that's going to be nice. And it wants to be on a nice low heat. Now, you know when it's ready because the oil will split. It'll split and the oil will start floating on the top. So you know it's ready. It's not ready until the oil's... yeah, nearly knocked it off then. What are you on about? Yeah, you'll know when the oil splits. The sauce is ready. Now, there's enough sauce here for 2 greedy people. That's me and Mrs. M, by the way. So that's it, chums. We're going to put the lid on it. Hang on, I'll get a lid. Nice big lid. Get the lid on it. Knock it right back on the heat. And yeah, we'll see you when the sauce is done. See you in a minute or two. Right, mates. Told you I wouldn't be able to resist. Mrs. M's gone out, so... Just fighting down the rest of the red wine. What time is it? Oh, it's nearly 11 o'clock. Cheers. Oh, a nice glass of Temperillo. Right. It's been cooking away. Now, look, the other thing I wanted to say is, you probably noticed I don't put herbs. I didn't put a bay fresh. I've got a couple of bay trees in my garden. I didn't put any herbs in. I tend not to because it depends what I'm going to cook the sauce with afterwards. So I'll leave that type of thing out. You know, I haven't put I haven't made the angry sauce with the chili flakes. I haven't put the bay leaf in. I am Italian. No, none of that. I'll leave that until the last minute and then decide what I'm going to cook it with, and then add that once the meat's in. However, most of the time I would serve this sauce just with pasta. Right, as you probably noticed, I put a bit of tissue around the lid so I don't burn my fingers, but it doesn't seem to be working. Right, that's done. It's split. So, oh man. First thing is, taste it. It's got to have plenty of salt in it, plenty of black pepper in it. You've got to be able to taste the garlic, in my opinion. Now, you can tell... Can I show you that? You can see it's split. Can you see that? I don't know whether you can or you can't. I did it really so I can taste it. Oh man. Oh man. Honestly. To die for. So I'm going to take a little video. I'll do it now. And I'll drop that in at the end of the video so you can see what's going on or something like that. I don't know. I might put it in now. You know, and just show you close up. Yeah, that's definitely ready. Yeah. As I say, you've got a mix of the plum tomatoes and the fresh tomatoes, but the red wine, it just brings a depth to it. Whoa. Honestly, mates, if you've never tried this and you like a little bit of a pasta with a pasta sauce, all you need is some fresh grated Parmigiano on the top of this with some lovely di cecco pasta, something like that. I like my spaghetti. Mrs. M likes, I don't know, rigatoni. I don't know what she likes. She likes them things that are shaped like penne. That's what she likes. Anyway, cheers to Mrs. M and penne. Thanks for watching. As I say, if you got any comments on the video, I'd love to get them. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your subscribes. Thanks for your likes and shares and all of that. Honestly, I've only had a sip. But my tasha's got a funny colour, hasn't it? That's it, chums. I'll see you later. Chin chin.